Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Behind me here is my Outdoors RV 24 RLS Timber Ridge. So let's do a quick walk-through tour of it. So outside, got the water heater here. We have a big fold-out grab handle. This little port right there is the freshwater fill. Furnace, we got the fridge vent. I installed some bug screens. Same thing on the furnace vents there. And same thing on the water heater. That keeps critters and wasps and whatnot from building nests in there. Big awning across the top. It does have an LED light strip under the awning. 2 speakers on the outside, which you can turn those on or off by controls on the stereo. That little vent right there is for the exhaust hood over the stove. Really nice thing about a lot of outdoorsy RV models is they have the MORryde CRE 3000 suspension, and it's got all greasable fittings. As you can see, looking underneath the frame here, this has not been towed during the wintertime. I'm the second owner of it. Frame is also not all rusty like would happen if a rig has been towed during winter with road salt and sand and de-icer and whatnot all over the surface of the road. It's got stabilizer jacks at all 4 corners. This has the mountain storage system, which consists of a little device called a toy lock. Unlock this and this cable retracts out to lock up your bicycles or whatnot. And the other part of the mountain storage system is a 2-inch receiver hitch for bike rack or cargo rack or whatever on the back. 2 30-pound propane tanks. I always put a bucket over the top of my jack just to keep water from getting into it. Nice big cargo bay. Goes all the way through to the other side. Little magnet devices that hold the lid open. Thermal pane windows all the way around, and then over here on this side we also have Santa flush for our black water tank, twist lock shore power connection, satellite input, and then here's our park cable TV input. This is a light for see what you're doing after dark if you're hooking up your sewer or your power cord and whatnot. Another nice feature of outdoors RV units is their outdoor shower is hidden inside a little compartment. So this makes it a little bit more freeze-proof in the wintertime. And that's our water connection for the RV park water. 6-lug wheels, they're 5,200 pound axles, and they are ST235 ADR16 Goodyear Endurance tires. Here's looking at the frame on this side. A little bit of dust and whatnot in there and just some minor surface rust, but if it had been towed in the wintertime, it would be really rusty under there. Great big sliding window for the dinette, and this window slides up. This is next to one of the recliners. And on the back window here we have 2 little portions that slide to the side. There's our receiver hitch. One of the things that I really like about this model is it's totally usable with the slide in. Definitely wouldn't want to do this long term, but if you were stopping someplace overnight, you can at least get to the entire rig with the slide out retracted. You can see how much space there is to get by here. Let's go ahead and put the slide out. It drastically opens up the floor space when we have the slide out. And then hidden back here behind the slide, we have a 32-inch TV. This is a DC TV, so when you're not hooked up to shore power, you can run the TV. This originally had a 12 volt and a USB, in a little 2-port panel, and I replaced that 2-port panel with a 4-port. So we have USB 12 volt, we have 2 more USB, and then there's a switch here to power everything on. These do have a little bit of residual draw, the USB charger, so that's why I wanted everything on a switch. Stereo right there. Nice cabinet above the TV. Same thing down below here. Great big drawers under the dinette. They pull out, they're probably about 2/3 of the length of the dinette bench. And below the dinette bench, these panels under here are removable so that you can get access to either the contents in the drawer or the area behind the drawer. It's a split into 2 pieces. And those are actually window cutout pieces from the wall. Same thing over on this side. Another thing I love is the electrical outlets, 120 volt outlets down there in the corner. So you've got one there and one down here. Kind of hard to see it with the dark. We've also got lights up here. And these are pull down pleated shades. All of the windows have that except the window above the sink. It has a mini blind. We've got a light under here. Stovetop is in really good condition too. You can tell that it's been used, but it's not excessively nasty and dirty like I've seen on some used RVs. Lots of drawer space. This panel here is a block-off panel for the hot water tank. I just left it off because a person wants to have access to this winterization bypass valve. All the screws and everything are in that drawer too for that panel. We have an 8 cubic foot fridge. Freezer has 1 shelf in it, and the refrigerator has 3 big shelves plus a small one, and a gallon jug of water or milk fits there. And then we have 4 bins in the door, which is really nice too. Big pantry closet there. Then we have 2 drawers here. This is the door to the bathroom. Nice big corner counter space there. And then we have a cabinet here and here. And then an electrical outlet there. Then we have a big medicine cabinet. We have 2 hooks up here, which is nice. And that toilet, that's a porcelain toilet, so it's long lasting and easy to keep clean. Nice big glass shower enclosure. I love this shower. There's a little lock here to lock the door for travel. This is a short queen, so it's 60 by 74 instead of a normal queen, which is 60 by 80. But a person could easily add a 60 inch by 80 inch full queen bed. The drawback is, though, the door is going to not quite open all the way. But for a single person like me, it wouldn't bother me a bit if the door didn't open all the way, because I always would use this side of the bed. Closet on each side of the bed. There's a removable panel up there to access our solar wiring. It's pre-wired for solar. And then you would mount your solar controller right there. There's also a light, reading light up there. And then on each side of the bed we have USB charging and a 120 volt outlet. So the other side is basically a duplicate of this side. We do also have great big drawers under the bed, and I've put carpet lining in all of the drawers. Then over on this side of the bedroom door, we have another drawer that's got a carpet liner in it also. And carpet liner on the bottom, and then this shelf is removable. And I just put some stick-on shelf liner on top, and that is actually a closet, so we've got a coat hanger rack up there. Switch for the bedroom lights right there, and then that's a TV mounting location and power for a TV, and then antenna cable hookup. Smoke detector in the bedroom. And then we also have a smoke detector out here, and then here's our skylight, and this will close off with a shade. One of the things I really like about Outdoors RV models is the huge dinette table. There's a light there above the table, and this little switch right there powers them. One thing I didn't point out is these cabinets up here, and I have put padded shelf liner down in most of that. These recliners do need to be turned sideways so that you can get the slide retracted. There is also an electrical outlet, 120 volt outlet way back there in the corner. And that's another nice thing about those outlets down there is a person could pull out one of their recliners and put a desk there, and there's your 120 volt power for your workstation. All of the lighting inside is LED, including the stove hood, which I actually upgraded to an LED bulb. There's our air conditioning unit, and you can open these vents to direct air into the main living area. If you want all of the air coming in here, close them off, and then it directs the air through the ceiling ducts. These two little black things, one right there and the other one behind me, those are speakers. Those are the interior speakers. There's another air duct. So we have two ducts, or I should say we have two vents on one side of the rig, and then we have one up in the bedroom on the other side, and then this one here. So that pretty much wraps up the tour.